up, my beautiful souls? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Katie Rose and I am here to read for you for the month of March. So this month I won't be doing the zodiac signs purely because I have run out of time and I have a lot of stuff going on at the moment. So what I'm going to do is kind of do that like every other month for now until I am on top of all my business stuff, because there is a lot of background stuff going on, which is so exciting for me, as I've brought out a lot of new sort of offerings and really putting a lot of stuff out there for you guys. So if you are looking for any sort of healing side of stuff and really delving deeper into yourself and revealing your truth and who you are, then you can go to my website and there are two offerings there. I have the break free session. So this is like a combination of really sort of journeying into yourself as well as sound healing. And then if you want to go even deeper and really like go so deep into your journey and really commit to yourself, then there's the 3-month program of the Reclaim and Rediscover. So that is there for you if you're interested. All the information is on the website if you want to go and have a little nosy anyway. Also, I have every month a sound bath. I hold an online sound meditation journey, and this is such a beautiful place. I love it. I love to hold this every month. And this is like a whole vibe in itself. There is so many different sort of sound instruments that I bring in to really bring this sort of holistic healing approach. And I also use crystals and I use oracle cards to guide the session. And I also use colors and just a little bit of everything really to really bring in those energies and really bring the sort of deepest sort of healing that I can to all those who come into the space that I hold. So let's dive in to your monthly reading for March. But before we do, I would just like to remind you that this is not set in stone. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is guidance for you. This is not something that you have to live by. This is just the energy that I'm reading currently at the moment for a general read. So remember to take what resonates and leave anything else behind. Okay, so we can dive in now. Okay, so to start, let's pick a pile. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Just allow yourself to be drawn to whichever pile calls to you, whichever one your eyes dart to, where your intuition tells you to go, or maybe you have a number in your mind that comes straight to you. Once you've chosen your card, you can go to the timestamp in the description to jump straight to your pile. Welcome pile 1. So you have the Shapeshifter card. So this is about really transforming and unveiling your gifts. You have so much within you that you haven't even tapped into yet. There is so much more within you to give this month. You have beautiful gifts within yourself. You are very protective. You are a healer. You can bring this to others. You have so much wisdom and spiritual connections within you as well. There is just so much that you haven't really delved into yet. There's so much curiosity and creativity. Honestly, so much energy coming up this month for you in really transforming yourself, but not to fit other people. This is you transforming into who you want to be, and also shifting into these energies easily whenever you need to be able to deal with whatever situation you come up against. So this is why the shape-shifting energy is so beautiful, because you can easily tap into any energy that you want to. It's there. You just need to believe that you can either be more organized, be more creative, be protective of the people that you love, be protective of yourself and your boundaries. You've also got the Good Fortune card and the Nurture card. So you are really being called in this month to honor yourself, to heal yourself, to tap into elements that you do not even know that you have within yourself at the moment. That will be revealed through the month of March. For anybody that is very deep on their spiritual sort of path and always delving into new things, what I see here is you really stepping into this more. It's like you're going to reveal something that you didn't know about yourself, or it's going to bring up this new sort of download of information, and you're going to really tap into that sort of ancestral knowledge. It's like past things that have been lost are coming back to you this month. You are also being asked to really look after yourself this month. So pay attention to your needs, because you will need to be filling yourself up this month to really look after your energy, so that as you move forward through the rest of the year, you can give to others. This month will also be about your family as well, and just coming together and just being like the family unit, just doing things together, whether it's cooking a meal together or having a movie night. It's just really stepping up and putting in the time to honor each other. So at this time, I would really allow yourself to complete things that maybe you started. Maybe there's something in the house, maybe you started on a project or a room and it never got finished. It's these type of things that are just like the energy has become stagnant. It's finish these things to complete, to move that energy so you can step in your own power, but also bring in a new energy. I also get a financial improvement coming up here as well. So you may find that you suddenly have an influx of money coming in from somewhere, and it feels like maybe it's not from where you would normally have money coming in. It's something extra, something unexpected. So just be open to these possibilities. You also have the High Priest. So intent and create. You are in this beautiful energy to be creative this month if you so choose. I feel like I have to say if you so choose, because it's like you have to honor this gift. You have to say, you have to have this gratitude for being able to create, and your intention is going to be able to bring forward what you create. So your intention and your thoughts are going to be key to what it is that you do bring in this month and what you create this month. Okay, I'm also seeing this month the Ten of Wands, feeling like you have so much on you. It's like a burden, feeling like you're trying to take on the world sometimes. Everything feels too much, and there's this sort of samey energy going on where you may be a people pleaser, just constantly giving, feeling like people are always asking too much of you, but you struggle to say no, and you always feel like you're climbing this ladder trying to get somewhere, always trying to do more and to give more. But what I'm seeing for the month of March is this energy does not work. You cannot live in this state because you are not able to replenish yourself, to give your soul its light. It's like you're trying to get something more out of life, but you're not actually giving yourself time to find out what it is that you want or to go after what you want, because you're constantly putting everybody else first. So you just feel like you're trying to fight and battle your way through things, when if you just stop and take extra care of yourself and you lean into the energies that are already within yourself, it will be so much easier for you to then create, to be able to move forwards, to be able to take charge of your life. And that's where the King of Wands comes in. You have this power, and you've got so many animals coming in this month. Like, it is so strong. I would invite you to work with animal energy so much. Get to know the animals, get to know which ones maybe you're already using, that you're already drawn to, that you're already seeing everywhere. You will have some that you already resonate with, but there are others that you can tap into the energy of. And all you have to do is focus on that animal, focus on the energy it brings, focus on what you know it to be. And those are and just by doing that, you will bring forwards the energy that you need to create what you want. I'm going to also bring in some animal cards then to just bring in some extra words of wisdom here. We have the elephant card, bringing in words of wisdom. Like, I love it. We have the bear and we have the dolphin. Yes, I love this. I'm loving all this energy. So with the elephant, you're really being asked, again, the ancestry side of things, really tapping in to what has been lost over time.
there is also an ability to communicate with these animals for you. Like, you could communicate with animals so much more than maybe what you believe that you can. And this is not just animals that you are in contact with, but this is also in meditations, in the spiritual realm. And there will be so much more in messages and wisdom being passed to you through animals. So really focus and pay attention and bring that awareness to all the animals that come into your life in the month of March. There is no obstacle that you can't overcome. You have everything that you need to be able to overcome any of these obstacles, any of these sort of like that energy draining, that fatigue, the like feeling like you're constantly battling. You have everything you need to overcome this, but it's your choice in how you do this, and if you choose to put yourself first. Everything comes down to choices, and the choices that you make are the ones that you will have to live with. And with the bear energy, again, we have this protective energy coming up once again this month. So really protecting your energy, but also that family energy comes up here. You are that sort of, that mama bear energy, really protecting those that you love. And you are being gifted a new beginning right now. March is also known for new beginnings. It is a time of rebirth, a time of a new year. And you can really utilize the energies of this month to get clear in yourself, in who you are, what you want, who you want to focus on, and the things that don't serve you, the things that aren't lifting you up, the things that aren't lighting your soul. And as you do that, you will grab that power back. You will claim back your power. You will reignite a passion within you. Some of you are so creative that you haven't been allowing yourself to be creative. You haven't been allowing yourself to do the things that you enjoy. And this is the dolphin energy. Be creative, be fun. Play, just experience and be joyful. Again, this wisdom, knowledge and information that you have like at your fingertips is incredible, but you just aren't being open to these possibilities that are there, and they've been there for so long, I feel like, but you've just been plodding along doing all the things that is expected of you. And because you've just been doing what other people want or what other people expect of you, you have like put a block on who you actually are. Like, and it's just been like a heavy weight on your chest or in your stomach. And that is why it's there, is because you just ignored all those parts of yourself. But this month you are being so encouraged and guided to let your inner fire out, to be strong in who you are, to stand up for yourself, to pass knowledge on to others as well, and really know and trust you can overcome anything. There's nothing that will stop you from going after what you want other than yourself. You are the only thing blocking you and stopping you. So that is what I have for you for the month of March. Please let me know if it resonates in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And I will see you here next month. Welcome, Pile 2, to your monthly reading. You have Lady. So this is so enriching straight away. Her energy is just so beautifully healing. And it just brings such a calm energy as well. This is about enjoying growth and reaping the rewards. This is your energy. This is you coming into your own and really being rewarded for everything that you have been doing and trying to do. And it's almost like you may be a bit unsure whether everything is working out or whether you should go a different direction. This is to say, no, stay your course. You will be rewarded for everything that you have done. You've also got the eagle energy coming in here. And this to me is saying, yes, you need to take a step back to be able to see the bigger picture. This does not mean you change direction. It is not a time to sack everything off that you have been doing. This is a time to recommit to yourself. But maybe we need to have a little bit of a different sort of perspective, see things from a bigger picture, just so that we know how we're moving forwards, where we're moving forwards to. What is it that we need to bring more attention to? You have hope and you have the warrior card. You are a warrior. I get this within this energy here as well. And you have been doing a lot of healing on yourself, and you're really coming into a place of abundance. These cards are saying like there is a change in the tides. You are moving on. you may have been somebody who has been in grief or in a lot of pain or lost. And what I see here is the hope card is returning. So that hope, that part of yourself that felt maybe unsure of how you were even going to move forwards every day. Maybe you struggled to get up each morning, but the warrior card is telling me that you were the warrior, you are the warrior, but you don't need to be so hard on yourself anymore. You don't have to try so hard anymore. Things will become easier. You rise above any life challenges that are thrown at you, and you gather the wisdom from every lesson and everything that has been given to you and laid upon your path, because it is there for a reason. And for some of you, you still don't understand what these reasons are, but I feel like in time this is going to become so much clearer for you. So you as well, this pile 2, same as pile 1, there is a change coming, but you have been battling. You have been fighting and fighting, overcoming obstacle after obstacle, feeling like you're trying to get somewhere, never quite reaching it. But what I see here is that there is a change. You are stepping out of the darkness and reclaiming the light within yourself. You are finding love for yourself again, and you may bring in love into your life as well. There is this need to look after yourself, giving you the things that make you feel safe, that make you feel loved, that make you feel abundant, that make you feel joyful. You may also want to study and go into some sort of research mode, just delving a bit deeper into what you're truly wanting. I get this as your life purpose. There is more to your life than maybe what you perceive it to be at the moment. There is more that is coming up for you in the future. There's a beautiful new beginning that is coming up. So many ideas and so creative. Don't ignore your ideas. Don't ignore the intuition that's coming up. If you're being guided to study something, to delve deeper into something, to research something, do that, because there's going to be some more answers revealed to you that are going to really help you. And I feel for some of you, this may be like physically with your body, but for some of you, it's also that balance of the mind, body, soul. You have been in a state of, I get the word ignorance, but it's because you have been so pushed down by life sometimes that you found it really hard to see the positives, to see things getting better. But what I see with this cup is this is foundational laying, ready for you to really start moving forwards next. Somebody is giving you something. Somebody's going to help you or guide you to be able to come back into this state of balance and alignment. There is joy and happiness that is waiting for you, but it's your choice in how you take this sort of advice or help from somebody on when it's more like on when this change in the tide is going to happen. So if you are really wanting to change and you're really wanting to see the positives, really wanting to move out of this energy, then you're going to have to be open to hearing things, to hearing opinions from other people, to hearing guidance, to hearing things that have helped other people. Because I feel like we're stuck here. We've been really stuck in this. That's not going to work for me. That's useless. I don't see how that's going to help. And it's quite this sort of negative brushing off energy. But what I'm seeing is somebody is handing you a bowl here. Somebody is handing you information. Somebody is handing you guidance. Somebody is handing you help, physically helping you. So take it, because it is being given out of love. And it's just your perspective that you're currently working from, that you're seeing it in a different way. Your beliefs and maybe your past experiences make you feel vulnerable and unsure whether to trust somebody. But I feel that this is really coming from a place of love, which is why the eagle energy comes in of saying, no, we need to see this from a different perspective. We need to see this as a place of curiosity and interest and, oh, what would happen if I did take this help? What would happen if I could do this? And really lean into that space rather than saying it's not going to work, that I've tried it before. But just because you've tried something before, maybe there's something else that has changed within you, in your soul or in your learnings, and now you're ready to try that again, and it will work in a completely different way to how maybe you've experienced it before. And you've also got Judgment and the Four of Wands. So again, this is really stepping into yourself, rediscovering yourself, letting go of the illusions, letting go of anything that has been holding you back. Really let yourself be seen as who you truly are and not what other people perceive you to be. Don't let your past experiences hold you back. I feel like this is a really big thing for you guys, pile 2. Past experiences have been influencing how you move forwards in your life, and it's time to let it go, because it's not serving you, it's not helping you, and it was just a protection barrier that came up as a way to cope through life. But now it's not needed, so it's time to truly let this part of yourself go and trust that everything is going to work out, that you are going to have this growth, that you are going to reap the rewards of putting in this work for yourself. You're also going to have so much more fun. You may even go to either like a retreat or go somewhere that is sort of like this community, this place where it's supportive, it's freeing, you feel safe in yourself, really honoring yourself, being around people that are similar to you, been through similar experiences, and bringing in those people, because as you do that, you're going to start seeing yourself in a different light. You're going to start to see the things that have been holding you back, those beliefs and those illusions, and really see the light and honor yourself. And again, this freedom and flow and fun and just coming back into your center. What animals are going to guide you through this month? We already know that the eagle is going to come in. Yes, the dragonfly. This is about illusions, coming out of those things that have been holding you back, spreading your wings, starting a new journey. It really is about honoring yourself and knowing that your world as you perceive it right now is not always the truth. It's your truth right now, but your truth can change, your beliefs can change, and it's again being stuck in these illusions and entrapped within it. Also, I would encourage you into any sort of meditations, dancing and sounds as well to really shift this energy from you. And another one would be the squirrel energy here. So the squirrel is all about sort of knowing and trusting that you have all the resources that you need. You have everything you need to be able to move through this, to be able to release your inner self, your inner truth. You have everything within yourself, but you need to learn to surrender and trust that putting your true self out there is not going to always be rejected. It will be welcomed by so many people, and it's about who you're surrounding yourself with. And when you start to learn which people are supporting you, which people are bringing you down, you can adjust that. You don't have to stay where you are. You always have a choice. So lean into these choices, lean into these energies, and really move forwards in the month of March. Please let me know if this resonates in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications for when new videos come out. And I hope you have a wonderful month. Welcome, pile 3, to your monthly reading. You have Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. Okay, I get this really strong energy coming in here. I also get Archangel Michael coming in, so you may want to work with Archangel Michael this month and really stepping into your truth and what you're wanting. I also feel like you need to work with your voice, whether that is singing and allowing yourself to express, whether that is saying all the things that are coming up, whether it's telling people, I am going to be this, I am going to do that, putting it out in the world so that you feel like you are being held responsible for how you can then get there. You also have the Medicine Guardian. This is about open to healing information. I feel you are being guided to something different, to heal in a different way. So trying something different that is not maybe the normal way to heal, and really leaning into these different modalities and finding what works for you, because it feels like very transformative healing, and it feels so deep, especially within sort of like the solar plexus here, as well as the heart. But I just feel so drawn to the solar plexus for you guys, pile 3. This is where your willpower, your strength is held. And it's like you are sort of rediscovering that part of yourself through the month of March, which is why you have Archangel Michael coming in and helping you to find your voice, to find your truth, to feel that sort of strength and guide you, and know that you don't have to have all the answers to be able to move forwards. You don't need to know where you're going. Just trust and be guided. Yes, this is your yes card. This is yes, yes, yes. What a great month. This is pure abundance and joy. You do have some decisions to make, but you've also got harmony and balance. Oh my goodness. Right. Well, what a beautiful month. These energies are so beautiful. Can we just appreciate the green energy that is coming in for you this month? Like, this is powerful. You are going to be healing so deeply this month. It is going to be so beautifully, like, it's like you have been working towards this. It's like you have been trying and doing new things. Also, I would say this new type of healing is going to really sort of click everything into place. So if you have been sort of drawn to something, but you're unsure whether to do it, this would be your yes to go ahead and try it, because it feels like this is something that is going to kind of open your mind. I feel like it's like opening your mind to how maybe the body works or how the mind works, and understanding you as a person and how things have just developed over time. And it's not something that you have to hold on to. These are not set in stone. You do not have to hold these sort of things forever. And by coming into this harmony and this balance, you're starting to realize the importance of looking after yourself. That when you do look after yourself, you notice a difference with the people around you, that you notice you can do more because you feel better. There's also some financial improvements coming in here. Like, abundance is beautiful, but there's also that material side as well, as because there's a spiritual side, there's a mental side. There's all of these different elements coming in for you guys, because it's just all, it's like it's all clicking into place. It's all falling into place. It feels so like needed and powerful. It's beautiful transformation, such nourishment coming in. But there's also a very specific financial improvement that comes up here as well. There is rapid growth. I feel for some of you, you have your own business, and there's a rapid growth that is going to come in here as well. I also see that there is a decision, especially within business, that is going to be needed to be made. For some of you, it feels maybe it's a relationship with someone, whether it's romantic or platonic, but there's something that is maybe holding you back here. But there is a decision that is needed to be made. But when you make this decision, you do need to stick by it. You need to trust that that decision was made for a reason, and that you have to follow it through. You have to make these plans. You have to focus on your future, because it is going to start really shifting and moving over this next month. So stay loyal to yourself, but also dive deeper into your spiritual and physical journey here. So you're really being asked to come into that alignment of the mind and the body, and really connect back into yourself and your spirit. Your spirit has been asking and sort of waiting so patiently for you to come and sit on the other side of the bloody seesaw and play. Come and have some fun. Come balance with me. Yes, we work. Yes, we do this. Yes, we have that. But we also need to have fun. We need to be creative. We need to allow ourselves to do the things that we love. If that is going and sitting on a seesaw, then you go do that. If that is swinging to your heart's content, go do that. Go do the things that make you feel great. Find your inner child. Express those things that have been held back. There is for some of you, it may be a bit of an emotional experience to reconnect with yourself, to reconnect with your inner child, because maybe you had to grow up quickly and it was hard for you to then allow yourself to be childish, to be fun and immature and all those things that our life that we're supposed to experience. And it's not just for childhood. You get to do this for whenever you want. It is not a set time frame of you can only be a child here, you can only have fun here. After that, you have to grow up. No. It's not the way it works. You need to have that fun. By injecting that part of yourself back into your life, your whole life will shift, because it will understand that the energy has shifted. Joy, happiness, fun, creativity is a much higher frequency. Love is a much higher frequency than that sort of heavier having to do this, do that, stress, anything that causes suffering, that is a lower frequency. So these are very different frequencies. When you bring them together, this is where you get that balance. This is when you're like, okay, we can have this, we can go after what we want, but we also have to have this fun to be able to feel our spirit lifting and feel that joy within ourselves. And stop judging yourself. If you don't do something, you don't do something. You can either try again tomorrow, or maybe that's not supposed to be done. Listen to your heart. Listen to what feels good for you. Judging yourself just means you're causing yourself suffering. And also judging others for what they do, because maybe they don't do it the way that you do it, is also causing you suffering. Allow people to be themselves and do what they need to be. That does not need to be taken on as your own. It's not your responsibility. That's their own responsibility. All you have to do is trust and focus on yourself and your responsibilities for who you are and who you want to be, and how you can transform and how you can take on this new, empowering, beautiful energy. You're also, these two came out in the last pile. So you are also being asked to, again, this creative side, and there's a focus that comes in here as well. Really listen and be intuitive to your ideas, because it's like these really fleeting ones are the ones that are going to hold the most sort of reverence for you moving forwards. And you're also, again, being asked to have fun. Do things that make you feel great. So again, we have this balance. We are focusing, we are researching, maybe studying, we are doing something. And this feels like it's not hard work. This feels like this is something that you enjoy, that lifts you. You're so into it that you kind of don't even notice the rest of the world going on sometimes, because you're so lost in this awesomeness that you're discovering. But at the same time, you do need to socialize and get out and connect with other people as well. And also with the earth, connect with the earth. There's such a deep grounding energy that comes from the earth. For some of you, maybe there is a womb connection here, so some womb healing or womb awakening energy coming in. But it's just reconnecting with your divine feminine within yourself and trusting that you have all the answers within you. And then for an animal to connect with and guide through the month of March, you've been encouraged to connect with the elephant and also the jellyfish. So what you have here is there is no obstacle that you can't overcome. You have such a beautiful energy within yourself that you forget to let it out. And if you actually let this love shine more, you will overcome obstacles much more easily, because you're not stuck in that heavy suffering energy. You're coming from a place of love, and it's easier to see things from different perspectives when you're in that state. It's not always easy to do, but this is why you're being encouraged to connect with the elephant this month, as well as the wisdom that the elephants carry as well. And then with the jellyfish, you're being asked to surrender and trust in the universe. And this is so deeply spiritual as well with the jellyfish. Your spiritual side here is really opening up, and this is what I'm seeing as well with the Page of Swords. You're opening up to more possibilities, more options, and you're also being asked to really sort of ground into speaking what you're wanting, saying what it is that you want. Let the universe know, but your actions have to also align with what you're saying. You have to take action. The universe won't give you something just because you say you want it. You have to align your actions with what you're truly wanting. That by surrendering, you can go with the flow and trust that the universe will guide you and take you to where you need to go. And this will also bring in that balance by surrendering as well. But in those moments of surrender, you will find that love, you will find your spirit, you will find your truth, you will find those beautiful healings and harmonies. So that is what I have for you guys this month. Let me know if it resonates in the comments below. Please subscribe and turn on your notification bell if you want to see more videos. And I hope you have a wonderful month.